everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's topic is a good one: demonic spirits and narcissism. Demonic spirits and narcissism. Before we get started, I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. Now, to get us started, we do have a short video and we have a letter. And then we're going to dive right into this topic: demonic spirits and narcissism. Here we go.
There is a demonic spirit that works through people, and it's identified as narcissistic abuse and whatnot. But I will tell you some of the characteristic signs of this demonic spirit, because it will come after you through different people. It'll visit you through different people all throughout your lifetime, and you will think you're crazy. You will doubt your sanity because nobody's going to see it but you. And everyone who has this is seemingly getting away with what they're doing. Remember, it is a demonic spirit behind these people, not the people, but that they are basically showing the symptoms of that demonic possession, oppression of that spirit. It will not give you any right to fight back. It'll do whatever it wants to you, torment you to a point of complete and total breakdown sometimes. And if you even do anything in defense, if you speak up for yourself, or if you, God forbid, do anything in physical self-defense, it will come down on you. It wants you punished. It wants you in chains, bound, in jail, wherever. It wants you out of the picture.
Okay. Now you see why narcissists are the way that they are, because they are being controlled by these demonic spirits. And I did pull some information. I want to share it with you about some of the spirits that you can see in these narcissists, and this will help you spot them. All right. No, the first spirit, insanity. That spirit's purpose is to make you feel like you're crazy. All right? That's right, because you know the narcissist does have some hypnotic powers, and you do feel like you're under hypnosis when you're dealing with a narcissist. Okay, number 2, word twisting. This is a lying spirit that uses your words against you to shift blame. You know, when I was with the narcissist, I had a lot of that. You know, I was to blame all of a sudden for everything, and whatever he said, he never said it. You have to watch out for that. Condemnation, accusation. They want you to think they are the victim. All the time they want to be the victim. Everybody's hurting them. I know when I met the narcissist, he had 1,000 stories of how he was the victim. Chaos and confusion leaves you dumbfounded. Just being with the narcissist, you're confused most of the time. Selfishness. It wants to be the center of attention and in full control. You know how the narcissist is about control, and they do need that attention, that validation, and that constant attention. They're just too needy. Control. It protects the narcissist's territory so that the narcissist can freely do whatever he or she wants when they have you under their control. All right? Exaggeration. Blows things out of proportion to make mountains out of molehills. If you've experienced any of that with the narcissist, you know exactly what I'm talking about. These are all spirits that are attached to the narcissist. Insecurity. It stems from an abusive childhood that keeps them controlling their environment. Anger, rage is linked to the selfishness. That anger and rage is all about controlling and manipulating you. Hiding, concealing their weaknesses, and refuse to face the truth Narcissists will never tell you the truth. Never. Boredom. They're never satisfied. No, because see, they need your supply. That demon, they need your energy, because we're all energy, so they're sucking the energy out of you to feed these demonic spirits that have attached themselves to the narcissist. Pride above all reproach. Judgment looks down on others. You know they're very judgmental of everybody else because they feel like they are superior to everybody else. Addiction to attention, and they're lustful. They're lustful, and that attention, they have to have that attention because that's energy. It feeds the demons. You got it? Mockery, provoke to get a reaction, because again, any reaction out of you is just pure energy, and those demons eat it up. Okay? I just want you to understand, people, this narcissist has a lot of evil spirits attached to him or her, and they are running the show. Now, let's dive into this letter, but I just wanted to give you an explanation of what these spirits are like. All right, let's dig into this letter. I was involved with a true narcissist, and now realize I allowed this to happen because I was desperate for what I thought, hoping was love. I saw him for 5 months before getting in a relationship and moving in with him. He invited me out for appetizers and drinks for 5 months. I had tea and he had beer. I did not sleep with him. Then on Valentine's Day, I did. Well, okay. Shortly thereafter, I moved in with him in his Arizona home. You moved in with him shortly after? I have my own home in Arizona, and I don't need any financial help. I am a believer and a loyal and loving woman. He is also very well off financially with a home in Arizona and Michigan. That's probably why you moved in with him so fast. Because, you know, he was financially well off. Financially well off. And a lot of people get fooled with that, thinking that he's got to be a good person because he's financially well off, or he can't be that bad, or he wouldn't have all this. You see, that's where a lot of women get into these horrible situations with these men. It's not about really what he has. Of course, the man needs to have more than you, but you got to look at it because many of them are narcissistic, and they have these evil demons attached to them, and many of them don't even realize it. They don't even realize it. Just like the lady said in the video, you know, how these spirits control these people, and then these people don't even remember what they did. You know, that's dangerous. You don't want to be with a person like that. And many of them now, you know, they will never admit that they did something wrong. Now, I do know that for a fact by being with one. And they won't apologize because they never believe that they've done anything wrong. Okay. All right, let's go on with the letter. All right. He is also very well off with a home in Arizona and Michigan. I helped him actually do 90% of the work for reupholstering the valances in his motorhome. Why'd you do that? Initially, I felt bad for him because he had recently lost his girlfriend, suicide. Why are you helping him in this way? You just somebody he slept with. Why are you investing in whatever it is that he has? Instead of feeling bad for him, you should have been suspicious. Because I would be thinking, what made her commit suicide? Apparently, you didn't add any happiness to her life for her to do such a thing. That's what I would have been thinking. I started feeling like he was not committed to me as because he was getting messages from a friend in Michigan. I ended our relationship a year later. On Valentine's Day, when we first slept together, he love bombed me with the smooth talking, and I found out he was a true narcissist. When did you find that out? Before or after you slept with him? Huh? You see, ladies, you need to find these things out before you sleep with these people. Okay? Anytime we went to friends, he was the life of the party and very charismatic. Well, yeah, he was like one of those overt kind of narcissists. You know, some of them are really, really overt with it, and some of them are covert with it. Okay? You have to watch out for either one is deadly. We planned on buying a house together in Prescott. Wait a minute, y'all going way too fast. Going along with the plan, I sold my home in Utah. You going way too fast. Why would you give up your security? Why would you give up your home, period? If he financially set, it seems to me that you can keep your home even if you decide to move to his home. I would never let my home go, because if this doesn't work out, you always know you can go back home. Okay, let's see what you did. It was a rush time listing and selling the house, and also going to Michigan to help him with fixing up his home, painting and cleaning. While in Michigan, I became friends with the couple who lived up the street. She is a Christian lady. Then I started finding out the facts. His girlfriend before me had been with him for about 4 years. She was a journeyman woodworker and had helped him remodel his house in Arizona and Michigan, and also had an agreement to sell the house in Michigan. He got cold feet, his words. She committed suicide and found out he had been openly cheating on her with the woman who was coming to his house parties. See? All right. Then again, ladies, let's take a lesson from this. You meet a man, he's handsome, and he seems all of that. That's his representative. It's not him. It's his representative. It takes months, maybe a year at least, to get to know, a fraction to know the man. You need to take that time before you have sex with him. And if he's not willing to wait, then he wasn't the right one for you. You didn't miss out on anything at all. Work on yourself, ladies, so that you don't be caught up in these situations. Okay. When I was at the Michigan house, I helped him list the house after it was cleaned. During this time, he started getting messages from a woman who was his best friend's wife, who was going through a divorce. She also showed up at his house after he told me he wouldn't allow this to happen. I was suspecting her to be the gutter rat, as she was also close friends with his previous wife, who died from a drug overdose. Wait a minute. This man is deadly. So his wife died from an overdose, and his last girlfriend that he had been with for 4 years committed suicide. And now here you are. Here you are. All right, I know when you found all this out, you were getting kind of shaky about him. During the time we were together, I bought all of the food and did all of the cooking and cleaning. Why? Why? That was on you. And I believe you're doing all of this because you envision a happy life with this financially set man. That's why you're doing all of this. You're willing to sacrifice yourself to be with him. And that's what you've done. You sold your house. Now you're becoming his servant. Okay. I also bought him furnishing for his home, clothing, and gave him furniture from the house I sold in Utah. You gave him everything. He never gifted me a single item, even on occasions. He was totally taking advantage of you. Totally. Okay. He listed me at his doctor's and hospital as a point of contact. I found his doctors and set up Medicare for him. We would go out dancing, and I met with his friends. During this time, I started drinking, not heavily, and only on weekends. He had a drinking problem to begin with, but mostly drank beer, so I thought it didn't make him an alcoholic. However, he was drinking as much as 12 beers in a night. I started noticing that some of his friends, there was a married woman who was openly flirting with him. She was friends with the deceased girlfriend. I now wonder if the whole group was into wife swapping. This may have been your intuition telling you that. For you to even think it, don't disregard that. Don't disregard it. Okay? That's your intuition. Never doubt it. I also wondered if he also likes men, as toward the end when I moved out, he was talking about a guy he had become friends with. Your video about demonic possession and the way these people act helped me to see through much. Also, the soul tie was strong, and I went through many months of sleepless nights and actual physical pain. She's telling you the truth about that. That soul tie is a strong thing with that narcissist, and it's going to take a while to break it. It took me longer than her. It actually took me about 2.5 years to break it, to totally break it. Okay. It was on a different level I have never experienced. He has a daughter who is also mentally unstable. I heard her stories about the competition with the previous dead girlfriend. It seems like women in his life don't last long. I'm glad I'm out of this situation. I didn't know people like this actually existed. I started to doubt my sanity. These people are truly possessed and will suck every bit of everything, including your life, if you let them. She is absolutely right, because they have been taken over by these demonic energies, and they have accepted the energy. It's not like the energy just hopped on them and then they, now they're possessed. You have to accept the energy. Now, many of them have gone through traumatic childhood experiences, and as a child, the spirits came to them for comfort, and then they just accepted it. And I read off the spirits for you, and these spirits are real. Spirit of insanity, word twisting, blame and condemnation, accusation, chaos and confusion, selfishness, control, exaggeration, insecurity, anger and rage, hiding, boredom, pride, judgment, addiction to attention, mockery, These are all demonic spirits that attach themselves to a narcissist. I hope you understand the message today, and I really hope that it helps someone. Now, those of you who may have a question that you'd like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. And if you're looking for today's affirmation, the link is also in the description. I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. I thank you for your comments and your letters, and a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best, and I really hope to see you next time.